Hello everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to guide you through a 20-minute flow. So we'll go ahead and get started at the back of your mat in child's pose. Take your knees nice and wide, big toes will come together, sink your hips back and bow forward. As you settle into your child's pose, you can begin to rock your forehead from side to side. Just to relieve any tension you may be holding in your face, your neck, and shoulders. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Big exhale from your mouth. Let's do that one more time. Fill all the way up and then exhale. Go ahead and press up all the way onto all fours, your tabletop position. So your knees are aligned with your hips, hands are underneath your shoulders. You can keep your toes tucked or come onto the tops of your feet, whatever feels right. And then begin your cat and cow. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, bring your gaze between your legs. Do these poses nice and slow to your own breath to deepen that connection to the breath. Loosen up your lower back, open your shoulders. Just create the subtle movement. Come back to center, nice flat spine. Extend your right leg nice and long. Then extend your left arm. Test your balance early on, see where you're at today. Spread your fingers in your right hand nice and wide. Try not to have all the pressure in your wrists. And lower down. Other side, left leg, right arm, extend. Try to keep them nice and active too. You're not just lifting. Try to act like you're almost being pulled in either direction. And lower back down. Onto all fours, extend your right leg. And then cross your right leg over your left. Your gaze will come over your left shoulder. Just have a side stretch. Come back to center. Other side, lift your left leg. And then cross it over to the right side. Your gaze will come over your right shoulder this time. And come back to center, lower your left knee. And tuck your toes, press all the way up into downward facing dog. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Just create a nice flat spine. And then as you exhale, come into a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. So just allow your upper body to fall heavy. Allow your head to drape to this nice little cradle you've created. And when you feel comfortable and grounded in your footing, you can sway from side to side. Feel the weight of your upper body. Just draw a bit closer to your mat. Release your bind, come into your forward fold. Halfway lift, and then step back into a high plank. And flow, low plank, upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, step it all the way through to the top of your mat. You're gonna keep your left heel lifted and create your crescent lunge. So deep bend in your right knee. Lower your left palm down to your mat. Your right palm will come up towards the sky. Revolve, crescent lunge. Bring your right palm back down. Lower your left knee. And then rise. Shift your weight back. You're gonna extend your right leg. And then see if you can shift it back a bit further to balance on your right heel. And when you're ready, take a big inhale. Exhale, fold over your right leg. Keep your upper arm bones back, tuck your shoulders behind your ears. You don't want to slump forward. Keep a nice straight spine. Go ahead and plant your right foot, bend your right knee. And then shift your weight back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Step it all the way through. Right heel is going to stay lifted. Rise for crescent lunge. Plant your right palm. Left arm goes up towards the sky. Revolve, crescent lunge. Bring your right palm, left palm back down. Lower your right knee and rise back up. On your next inhale, you're gonna extend your left leg. And then maybe balance on your heel. And then when you're ready, hinge from the waist. And fold over your left leg. Plant your left foot, bend your left knee, and then pull back into downward facing dog. Jump or step to the top of your mat for a halfway lift. And then forward fold. Press into your feet and lift all the way up for Tadasana. Lower your arms to your sides. I'm gonna face you just so you can see. And we're gonna start our tree pose. So you're gonna shift all of your weight into your left leg. Create some solid roots, big trunk. Bring your right foot to your ankle, calf, or thigh. And you're wanting to open your hip, so create this outward rotation. And wobbling is okay, it's all a part of it. If you fall out, try not to rush it, just get back in. And keep your hands at your sides once you get there, or you can bring them to heart center. And then whenever you're ready, you can grow your branches, lift your arms up towards the sky. Now if this is an easier pose for you to get into, I invite you to challenge yourself. You can look up, kind of lift your gaze. Or you can close your eyes, really see where your balance is today. Go ahead and lower your branches, release your right leg. And we'll switch sides, so shift all of your weight into your right leg. Again, you want a nice solid trunk before you go anywhere. And then your left foot is going to come to your ankle, calf, or the inside of your left thigh. One side will always be easier than the other. That's just the way life goes. And when you're ready, just gradually grow your branches. Go ahead and lower your branches, release your left leg, come back to the top of your mat. Inhale your arms above your head, and forward fold. Halfway lift, and then step back to high plank. And then slowly lower all the way to your belly. Bring your palms up by your face. Press up onto your forearms into Sphinx. And in the same way you played with cat and cow, you're going to play with Sphinx and seal. So you'll start in your Sphinx. When you inhale, you will extend your arms for seal. Exhale down into Sphinx. Inhale, rise. Let's do this 5 times. Just gradually growing in your expression. Do one more. Perfect. Go ahead and lower all the way back down, and then press up into upward facing dog. So you're gonna press into the tops of your feet. Lift your hips up off of your mat. Your gaze will come up towards the sky. And then tuck your toes. Come into downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, lower both of your knees at the same time. Rise all the way up. And sit back on your heels for hero's pose. Now with this hero's pose, you can either literally sit back on your heels, or you can bring your knees together. Feet will go nice and wide, and sit in between your toes. In your hero's pose, you're gonna just begin a small breathing exercise. When you inhale, count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 3 counts of this. I won't count out loud every time, so I'm just gonna hope that you're doing it. Make this last one count. Big inhale. And exhale. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left hand will come behind you. Gaze will be over your left shoulder for a seated twist. Come back at center. Other side, left hand comes to your right knee, right arm extends behind you. Gaze is over your right shoulder. Back to center. Bring both of your arms behind you, reach far back. Keep your chest lifted. And then when you're ready, just allow your head to fall heavy between your shoulder blades. Tuck your chin, bring yourself back to center. Swing your legs out in front of you. Keep your knees bent, lower all the way down to your back. Bring your arms to your sides, walk your heels in so you can feel them with your fingertips. Just to keep everything in line, your ankles in line with your knees. Knees are in line with your hips. Bring your palms to face the sky. And as you inhale, lift your hips as far up as you can for your bridge pose. Try to relax your jaw and your neck. We're not straining to get all the way up there. Just go as far as you can, comfortably. And many times when we come into bridge pose, it's very common to just open your knees. Try to keep everything in line. Draw the pressure into your big toes. And then lower all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. You can rock from side to side. Give your lower back a little massage. And then extend your legs nice and long. Hug your right knee into your chest. And go ahead and drape your right knee over your left body. Your gaze will come over your right shoulder. You can extend your arms. Try to keep both of your shoulders planted on your mat. Just your right hip is lifted. Bring your knee back to center, gaze comes with it, and then lift your left leg. Bring your right ankle to your left knee for reclined pigeon. You can weave your arms around, grab the back of your left thigh. Go ahead and release all the way down. Lift your left knee to your chest. And then drape your left knee across your right body. Your gaze will come over your left shoulder. Bring your knee back to center, lift your right leg, left ankle comes to your right knee, interlace your hands around your right thigh, recline pigeon. release, extend your legs nice and long, and settle in for Shavasana. Bring your arms to your sides, palms face the sky. I invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Begin to return to your natural breath and allow your body to fall heavy on your mats. Slowly hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. And lower to one side for sleepy baby. With whichever hand landed on top, press up into a seated position. Sit however is comfortable for you. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for this 20-minute flow. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell to be notified every Wednesday at 9 o'clock when I post a new video. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.